Are you ready for a fluency story? We're going to work on your English speaking skills, your fluency, your enunciation, your pronunciation, your intonation, all that good stuff. All right, we will use repeat after me, and then we will do shadowing to finish the story. All right, let's jump into it. I want you to repeat after me 2 times each little piece, and then at the end, shadowing. Here we go. Once upon a time in a beautiful forest. Once upon a time in a beautiful forest. A group of frogs lived in a large pond. A group of frogs lived in a large pond. One day they decided to travel. One day they decided to travel through the woods. Through the woods. All of a sudden, 2 of the frogs fell into a pit. A pit is a hole in the ground. 2 of the frogs fell into a pit. The other companion frogs, the other friends, the companions, the other companion frogs gathered around the pit. Gathered around the pit and saw how deep it was. After seeing the depth of the pit, the depth, how deep it is. After seeing the depth of the pit, they lost all hope. They lost all hope for their fallen friends. For their fallen friends. They started yelling. Yelling. It's too deep. It's too deep. You can't make it out. However, the 2 frogs ignored. They didn't pay attention to. The 2 frogs ignored the discouraging shouts from above. The discouraging shouts from above. Discouraging, they take your courage away. The discouraging shouts from above. And tried to jump out of the pit anyway. Regardless. And they tried to jump out of the pit anyway. They tried hard to get out. But the other frogs kept telling them to give up on their efforts. You're wasting your energy. You can't make it out. One of the frogs listened to the discouraging shouts. From the others. And eventually gave up. One of the frogs listened to the discouraging shouts from the others and eventually gave up. The other frog, however, displayed an unwavering determination. Steady, firm, not changing, unwavering. Determination, a strong purpose. Displayed an unwavering determination. Go. He continued to exert all his strength. Exert is to apply, to use. He continued to use all his strength. Exert all his strength. Strength. In his attempts to jump out. In his attempts to jump out. The chorus of frogs persisted in their discouragement. The chorus, the group is speaking together in one voice. The chorus of frogs persisted, persevered, continued, they carried on in their discouragement. All right, I'm going to say it again. Here it goes. The chorus of frogs persisted in their discouragement. Urging him to cease his efforts. Urging is to encourage, to advise, to tell him, urging him to cease his efforts. Save your energy. Save your energy. Perhaps it will rain. Perhaps it will rain. And fill the pit with water. And fill the pit with water. Oh, then he can escape, right? You can't do it. You can't jump. You can't do it. Stop. Just wait for a stroke of luck. Just wait for a stroke of luck. What's a stroke of luck? That's just sudden, you get lucky. You wait for something good to happen. Something good happens suddenly, it's a stroke of luck. Oh, wow, a stroke of luck. Maybe then you will survive. Maybe then you will survive. Suddenly, he found a bump on the wall. Suddenly, he found a bump on the wall that he used to jump higher than ever. That he used to jump higher than ever. And he got out of the pit. And he got out of the pit. The other frogs were so surprised and asked him. The other frogs were so surprised and asked him, okay, this is sometimes difficult to say, asked him. Now, if you say it, if you say it in a clear pronunciation, it would sound like this: asked. However, when you say it fast, you don't really, that sound doesn't come out, but you start to form it inside your mouth. Asked him. You start to form it in your mouth, but you don't fully say it. Asked him. And asked him, did you hear what we were saying? I left out even, didn't I? Did you even hear what we were saying? Did you even hear what we were saying? Okay, so this implies, why didn't you do what we said? Why didn't you do what we said? We said stop. Did you even hear what we were saying? But the frog was unable to hear them clearly. Because he was deaf. He was lacking the power to hear. Hearing impaired, deaf. He couldn't hear them, but he could see them. He couldn't hear them, but he could see them. Cheering him on. Cheering him on. Go, 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 go. Cheering. And encouraging him to try harder. And encouraging him to try harder. You can do it. You're getting stronger. You're almost there. You're almost there. You can do it. You're getting stronger. You're almost there. Is what he thought they were saying. That is what he thought they were saying. So, he made his best effort. And finally succeeded. The frog mistakenly believed that. The cries from above, the shouts, the cries from above, were cheers of encouragement. He mistakenly believed they were cheering him on. He thought that they were cheers of encouragement. This belief motivated him. To keep trying until he succeeded. It demonstrates the power. This story demonstrates the power that our beliefs have. Our beliefs have power to shape our reality. To shape, to form, to create our reality. If we believe we are capable, if we believe that we have the ability to do something, if we believe we are capable, we act with confidence. And can overcome challenges. If we doubt our abilities, we might fail even if we are capable. Even if we can do it, even if we are capable, we might fail. Let's choose to ignore, not pay attention to. Let's choose to ignore the negative voices around us. Find the strength to push through challenges. And achieve what might seem impossible to others. Yeah. Great message. Awesome. Now, we are going to do that story nonstop, smooth, clear, without stopping. We're going to shadow it. Try to say it with me, together with me. Here we go. You ready? Once upon a time, in a beautiful forest, a group of frogs lived in a large pond. One day, they decided to travel through the woods. All of a sudden, two of the frogs fell into a pit. The other companion frogs gathered around the pit. and saw how deep it was. After seeing the depth of the pit, they lost all hope for their fallen friends. They started yelling, "It's too deep! You can't make it out!" However, the two frogs ignored the discouraging shouts from above and tried to jump out of the pit anyway. They tried hard to get out, but the other frogs kept telling them to give up on their efforts. "You're wasting your energy. You can't make it out." One of the frogs listened to the discouraging shouts from the others and eventually gave up. The other frog, however, displayed an unwavering determination. He continued to exert all his strength in his attempts to jump out. The chorus of frogs persisted in their discouragement, urging him to cease his efforts. "Save your energy. Perhaps it will rain and fill the pit with water. You can't do it. Stop. Just wait for a stroke of luck. Maybe then you will survive." Suddenly, he found a bump on the wall that he used to jump higher than ever, and he got out of the pit. The other frogs were so surprised and asked him, "Did you even hear what we were saying?" But the frog was unable to hear them clearly because he was deaf. He couldn't hear them, but he could see them cheering him on and encouraging him to try harder. "You can do it. You're getting stronger. You're almost there," is what he thought they were saying. So he made his best effort and finally succeeded. The frog mistakenly believed that the cries from above were cheers of encouragement. This belief motivated him to keep trying until he succeeded. It demonstrates the power that our beliefs have to shape our reality. If we believe we are capable, we act with confidence and can overcome challenges. If we doubt our abilities, we might fail even if we are capable. Let's choose to ignore the negative voices around us. Find the strength to push through challenges and achieve what might seem impossible to others. Yeah. Good message. I love it. Boom. Good workout, guys. Way to go. Keep moving forward. Keep practicing one little step at a time, and we will reach fluency one of these days on our 10,000 step journey to fluency. Today was step 30, 50. Get all the steps at EnglishCoachChad.com, and I'll see you in the next step.